Hello and welcome to the channel. Be sure to share, like, and comment down below. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button for daily videos on news and politics. Breaking: McCabe just made off with $2 million and threatened to burn the FBI to the ground. With the Democrats in Washington collectively crapping their pants over the news that the FISA memo they manufactured to obtain an illegal warrant to spy on Trump will soon be released to the American public, swamp creature and acting FBI Director Andrew McCabe suddenly announced his resignation. Now, evidence is emerging that McCabe has been one of the lead anti-Trump malcontents behind this memo, and not wanting to lose his cushy $1.8 million pension from the FBI, chose to tuck tail and run. Now breaking reports are confirming the nasty thing that McCabe did in his final hours before leaving the FBI, where the vile threats he made towards President Trump that is now putting his already questionable integrity into further light. Fox News correspondent Catherine Herridge reported on Monday that FBI Director Christopher Wray viewed the explosive FISA memo this weekend, where McCabe is becoming the main theme of the FISA memo and the nasty deal Democrats worked to obtain the FISA order so they could illegally spy on Trump and his family. Apparently knowing he was about to go down in flames, McCabe suddenly announced his departure from the FBI after being forced out, but not before he made a nasty childlike threat that if he missed out on his cushy pension over this scandal, that he would burn down the FBI to the ground. The Daily Wire reports in the days before FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe was forced out of his job, he threatened to torch the Bureau if he was ousted before his full federal retirement benefits kicked in, according to a new report. Now, according to an insider, he was unglued. One FBI source told True Pundit someone should keep an eye on him. But McCabe may also have been reacting in part to another growing problem beyond the corruption scandals involving McCabe's leadership at the embattled FBI. An FBI insider with intel inside the embattled bureau who has vigilantly worked to uncover systematic corruption inside the FBI, is rumored to be penning a tell-all book that promises to blow the roof off the inner workings of the FBI's controversial 7th floor. Well, that's mighty cryptic. McCabe on Monday said he would take an indefinite leave of absence, stepping down from his past post months earlier than expected. McCabe is set to receive nearly $2 million pension, according to the Washington Free Beacon analysis. But that taxpayer-funded pension doesn't kick in until March 18, which is why McCabe decided to take an indefinite leave. That way he'll hit that mark. Now, his decision came just hours before the House voted to reveal the controversial GOP-authored memo about FBI procedure, alleging that FBI higher-ups, including McCabe, Deputy Director General Rod Rosenstein, and former FBI Director James Comey, abused the FISA warrantless surveillance program. McCabe has been a frequent target of President Donald Trump on Twitter since being named the FBI's interim director following Comey's firing, and Republicans have viewed McCabe with suspicion, often questioning why the FBI investigation into Hillary Clinton's mishandling of classified information, which took place under McCabe, was so poorly administrated. Meanwhile, an explosive new book claims that McCabe set up a meeting with the White House, which was leaked shortly after and was used to start the obstructive narrative in the media and quite possibly in Special Counsel Robert Mueller's investigation. Now, McCabe requested to meet privately with then White House Chief of Staff Reince Priebus in February of 2017, so that he could tell Priebus that everything in New York everything in the New York Times article titled "Trump Campaign Aides Had Repeated Contacts with Russian Intelligence" was bullshit, the Federalist reports. Says McCabe claimed to want Priebus to know the FBI's perspective that this story was not true. Priebus pointed to the televisions that were going on non-stop on the story. He asked if the FBI could say publicly what he had just told him. McCabe said he'd have to check, according to the book. McCabe reportedly called back and said he couldn't do anything about it. Then FBI Director James Comer reportedly called later and also said he couldn't do anything, but did offer to brief the Senate Intelligence Committee on the matter later that week, suggesting they'd spill the beans publicly. It appears as though President Trump is seriously about draining the swamp. What's equally incredible is that the man who replaced McCabe as the acting FBI deputy is just as crooked. David Bowditch not only worked under Swamp Rat Comey, but was instrumental in helping cover for Hillary. Even worse, Bowditch was involved in the Clinton-Lynch tarmac meeting conversations with Comey as they scrambled to hide the scandalous meeting from the public. Unfreaking real. Let's just hope that Trump keeps his promise and drains the swamp. The level of corruption is getting absolutely insane. Be sure to share, like, subscribe, and comment down below and give me your opinion on this report. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.